Hey guys, welcome back to the kitchen table. It's KOTrainer, and today I want to share the real story of how I got into Pokemon, why I fell out of it, and what's different this time as I build this brand from the ground up. So my whole journey started with a random tin I grabbed at Barnes & Noble, and inside were some X and Y packs, and somehow I pulled Charizard. That one pull hooked me. I thought, man, maybe I can open packs and sell some cards and make a little money. I didn't understand the basics yet, but like how opening packs usually destroys the value. But that moment that moment pulled me right back into the hobby. Back in college, I didn't know how to run a business. I tried flipping product from Walmart and Target and listing it on eBay and hoping for quick profits. It worked for a minute, but scalping isn't a business model. You're in when it's hot and out when it's not. No consistency and no trust, no long-term plan, and eventually I burned out and walked away. And what brought me back years later was sealed product. It doesn't change, and hopefully it doesn't get damaged on the inside, but everyone knows what's inside. And I found an old Tyranitar tin in the basement of the house, and we used to rent from my grandparents, and something I bought because I love Tyranitar and then completely forgot about. And it turns out it doubled in value just sitting there. Not because I'm some genius investor with diamond hands. I literally forgot it even existed, but it taught me something. Most people invest in Pokemon by accident. They hold something long enough and it just appreciates in value. And this time I'm not just chasing the hype or trying to scalp. I'm trying to build a real business. Japanese products make sense from where I'm starting because it's accessible, it's consistent, and it's going to be easier to move without tying up a bunch of capital for years holding on to product. The idea is to buy it, sell it, and reinvest, and just burn and churn. And that's a business model. And as KOTrainer grows, I'll expand into English, Korean, Chinese, whatever helps people enjoy Pokemon without breaking the bank. I tried buying raw cards and grading them, and that was a disaster. I didn't understand condition and grading fees or turnaround times. I thought every card was pristine, and they weren't. White spots, scratches, nicks, all these things beginners overlook like myself, and when a card comes back a lower grade, you're stuck holding it or selling it at a loss, and that's not sustainable either, even though I never did truly grade a card. What most business channels start posting once they're really successful, and you never get to see the awkward beginning and the bad lighting and the rambling and the uncertainty. And I wanted to show the whole journey from zero knowledge to full-blown entrepreneur, from waking up at 5 a.m. to film before work to slowly improving my speaking confidence and presence. And I want people to see the real start and not the polished middle that you get to see everywhere else on YouTube. I'm also introverted. I don't always speak up when I ought to. I don't always share my thoughts. And creating content forces me to grow, to talk, to express myself, to get comfortable in front of people. And I want my kids to see that. I want them to see their dad build something from scratch and not just talk about it. I think that's going to sustain my business and also get me to come out of my comfort zone. Pokemon isn't going anywhere. It's the highest grossing media franchise in the world. Even in down markets, people still buy cards. When English gets expensive, people move to Japanese or Korean. When it gets cheap again, they come back to English product. And my goal is to build a brand that lasts through all of it. A business built on trust and transparency and customer service, and ultimately want to make everybody happy, and most importantly myself, something I can be proud of. I'm putting out content before I ever sell a single card because I want you to see the foundation. I want you to know I'm here for the long haul, not to scalp and not to chase hype, but to build something real. A community, a business, and a story I hope is worth following. If you made it this far, thank you. I'm learning, improving, and building every day. Stick around as KOTrainer grows from an idea into a full business. This is just the beginning. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.